I just bought a car for £475 from BCA auction, and the BCA central check is all green, but you'll see that this check is a fraud. But this is the car that I bought for £475, a Citroen C1, which the BCA check said it was a good car, but in person it's a different story. So here are all the issues that I found that wasn't mentioned in the BCA central check. The engine light was on and the engine sounded like this. And the reason the engine sounds like that is because there's no engine oil in it. The exhaust was blowing, it was hanging off, and it was very loud. The exhaust is bloody falling off. And as you guys can see, the BCA check did not mention any of these issues. And then I ran into one of my followers at BCA. Appreciate watching the video,
nice
man.
One, nice one.
Yeah. You see,
you're doing a good job. You know, you inspire a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I'm just doing my thing, bro. Trying to make a living, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
alright,
bro.
nice meeting you, bro.
Alright, in a bit, man.
Alright, take care.
Alright, bye. So the car's got no petrol in it, so fingers crossed I make it to the petrol station. I don't think I'm gonna make it home, guys, because it's got really low petrol. There's literally nothing in there. The engine light's on. Oh my god, listen to that exhaust. Listen to that exhaust. What the hell? So the exhaust is falling off and it's vibrating against the boot floor. So far so good, it drives well, but the engine don't sound very good. What have I bought, man? What have I bought? So I managed to make it to the petrol station and I've got 3 bars out of £10, and somehow the car seems to be driving better now, so let's try get home. All I can feel is the exhaust just like knocking on the back of the car though. I've made it to the petrol station, I filled up the car with £10 worth of petrol and it drives alright. It's just really loud, isn't it? So the exhaust has got a massive leak and the exhaust is also vibrating across the boot floor, as you can see. And this is where the exhaust is leaking from. So I'm gonna have to probably get a new exhaust. Also the engine light's on, so I'm gonna have to plug in my diagnostic tool and see why that's on. So I've just done a scan on my top-down diagnostic scanner and there isn't any fault codes for anything, but the engine light's still on. It's so weird. But I know with these cars, sometimes you can clean the O2 sensor and it clears the engine light. So let's give that a try and see if that works. So I've just took out the O2 sensor and it's really dirty, so let's give it a good clean. Right, so I've just cleaned the O2 sensor. So fingers crossed this fixes the engine light that's on the car. So the O2 sensor's back in, let's turn the car on and see if the engine light's gone. So as you guys can see, the engine light is now gone, so cleaning the O2 sensor fixed it. The only thing left to do now is to just replace that exhaust at the back that's flipping hanging off, and that's it, the car can go off sale. Not too bad. So I've just gone through all the service history and there's a lot. This car's actually been serviced pretty regular, so I don't know what's going on, why it had no engine oil in it when I picked it up today. It did drive well and I've topped up the engine oil, but maybe it's because the exhaust is falling off why I think that it's such a bad car when it's actually not. Now on my way to Your Car Parts to get the exhaust for the Peugeot 107. I'm currently in a bath and you can hear my tools rattling about in the back. So yeah, all that needs to be done to that car is just the exhaust. So let's get the exhaust done, get this car up for sale today. I'm not going to be doing a whole load of prep to that car, I'm just going to sell it as it is, because for the profit it's not really worth me doing all that stuff to it, innit? So let's see if we can sell this one in 24 hours though. Fitting the new exhaust to the Citroen C1, because as you can hear it's got a massive exhaust leak. The first thing I'm going to do is jack this car up and get started doing this exhaust. So the car's now jacked up, axle stand underneath. Let's get started with this exhaust. The first thing to do is to loosen the exhaust clamp. Then I sprayed WD-40 on the exhaust rubber, which makes it easier to get it out. But I'm not gonna lie, it was quite fiddly to get it off. And then I had to do the other side, which was an absolute nightmare. Let's get this exhaust out. There you go. Got it off. So this was the issue of the exhaust. As you can see, it's literally broken off, and that's the reason why it was leaking. And the exhaust is actually, this was actually replaced in 2023. Now it's time to put the last exhaust rubber back on. And now I'm just putting the exhaust clamp back on. When your exhaust is now in, let's start the car up and see how it sounds now. The moment of truth. There you go, that sounds way better now. As you guys can hear, the car's engine is no longer ticking. The ticking went away after I topped up the engine oil, and the car took 2 litres of engine oil to get it to the correct level. So the exhaust is now complete. As you can see, the new exhaust is now on the car. Now time to wet vac the seats. I've just got back, I topped up the engine oil, and let me show you the state of this seat. Have a look at that. That is filthy, mate. Let's transform these seats. Now I've got the brush out and given the seats a good scrub. Now it's time to do the passenger seat. So I've done the two front seats, they've turned out really good. Now it's time to do the rear seats, and as you can see they're absolutely filthy, so let's get them done.
No haggling on the price then?
No, I can't move on the price, man. Probably do 1,250. So,
You had it a few days?
yeah, I sell cars, that's what I do.
Ah, right.
Needed a new exhaust, so I put one on it,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Advisors were saying brake pads and discs and stuff.
Yeah.
You had any issues with them? You've only had it 3 days, so you don't know.
Yeah, no issues with brake disc and pads. Obviously, they're probably eventually need doing.
Yeah.
But that's hence the price, because the car is worth more than I put it up for. And for 1,200, I don't really know what you're going to find for that price is better than this, so
1, 2?
I could do 1, 2, yeah.
1, 2 and all.
Yeah, that for the brake disc and pads, that's it. Folders here,
Yeah, I'll have a quick
loads of service history at this one.
Be alright if I don't pick it up until tomorrow or later on?
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to go for a drive around the block, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably don't feel like driving your Audi. It just feels like you're in a tin can on wheels on this, isn't it? Like...
This is now key up a canter or something,
Yeah.
and I drive that and it's like driving a go-kart. Go back on these, transfer over to you and then...
Yeah, I could do transfer, yeah.
Yeah, if I
Yeah, that's fine. There's other people that I wanted to see it as well, so if you wanted to leave a little deposit, I'll take it off the market for you. It's up to you. As much as even I leave you £10 when you pay that to you. Like,
yeah, whatever you want.
Because literally, as I was on a test drive, there's someone else that was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I can charge you 50 quid or something. And then
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, no problem. So I've just taken a deposit on the car, they're going to collect it tomorrow, so yeah, this one is now sold. The car is sold and gone, been paid the money, and that's it. Nice one.